Still on the Xmas celebration unscriptural, we are saying that Xmas celebration remains unscriptural, in as much as it's not found anywhere in the scripture. Now we know the people that brought Christianity into Nigeria or into Africa or the world at large. So based on that fact, they wanted to use the head of their followers, to perpetuate their traditional ceremony. But based on the nature, it is being discovered that most of those principles, most of those celebrations are not in line with even nature. So what we are talking about is not only scripture. We also compare scripture with the natural law. So those natural laws, they must work in pari passu with the scripture. If they are not, meaning that the practice is not acceptable. So when we talk about Xmas celebration, we are told by the history of Romans that the people that retrieved Christianity or revived Christianity back to the world was Constantine and Constantinus. So, Constantine was a father to Constantinus, and they were military men. We discovered that they used force to retrieve back Christianity when they were persecuting Christians in Rome, but they used military influence to bring Christianity. And when they retrieve it, they were also aligning with the tradition of men. Based on their Roman calendar, they have each of the days. They have a particular god they worship in each of the days. Like on Sunday, being the first day of the week, there is a god they call sun god. So that sun god, they worship it on Sunday. So when they brought Christianity, they also use that day to be the Sabbath day. They use that day to become a day for the worshippers, Christian worshippers. Now, they also name on Monday, brought a Monday calendar. According to their calendar, they brought a Monday. On Monday, they have what they call moon god. They also worship their moon god on Monday. Tuesday, likewise, Tuesday. All the days of the week, they have a particular god which they worship. They name that god according to the days of the week. So every year, annually, according to their Roman calendar, every 25th, they worship what they call Xmas gods. That their Xmas gods, they want to engulf Christians. They want to bring Christians, enshrine Christians, because if they mention gods, many Christians will not join or will not align. That is why they now said, what will happen? They will now bring that day to be a day to celebrate the birthday of Christ. And nobody has ever known the birthday, the day that Christ was born, was not recorded anywhere in the scripture. We know, because that very day, nobody take record. No scientists were there to take record and document it. So since it was not documented, we cannot just imagine. And if you just look at it, the way they celebrate the Xmas as well, they celebrate the Xmas in smoking and drinking, in fornication and adultery, and a various kind of wickedness, 419 and atrocities. So if you are celebrating the birth of Messiah, who redeemed man from sin, if you are celebrating his birthday, is it by smoking and drinking? Is it by atrocity? That is contrary to the will of God. So based on that fact, the Romans said they want to celebrate the birthday. They want to use 25th to celebrate the birthday so that the Christians will join. So when they mention birthday of Christ, Christians will not join to celebrate that their gods, that Xmas gods. But what they have in mind is celebration of their Xmas gods, not the celebration of birthday of Christ. Now Christians join to become a celebrant of that Xmas gods. So we are saying that celebration of Xmas is unscriptural and it is not lawful. It is unlawful for Christians to celebrate. So based on that fact, we said Christians should be careful on what they celebrate, because celebrations will not help us. Celebration wouldn't take us to heaven. because the apostles of old couldn't have time for celebration. Since they did not celebrate it, we cannot celebrate it. The Bible said we should not add, neither subtract in the book of Revelation chapter 22 rather, verse 18. He said, he that added into this scripture, I will add to his life, and he that subtract, I will subtract to his life. So since scripture did not do it, they did not celebrate it, so we ought not to celebrate it. So we are saying that it is what? Unscriptural and is demonic. It is not relevant for Christians to celebrate. Based on this fact, we said Christians should be wise in what they celebrate, because Satan have used celebrations, to deviate the Christians from the true gospel. He has used activities to engage them with evil. So remain blessed as you share the video so that other people will learn and come out of their ignorance. Thank you.